We gotta start by giving a big old congrats to Rihanna, who reportedly gave birth to a baby boy. It's her first child with rapper A$AP Rocky. According to a number of outlets, she gave birth last week. Riri's billionaire status, by the way, combined with A$AP's earnings, means the baby now has a net worth. Are you ready for this? $1.5 billion. According to Forbes, Kim and Kanye's 4 kids will get a slice of their $3.8 billion fortune. $2 billion from Kanye, $1.8 billion from Kim, and Beyonce and Jay-Z have a combined $1.8 billion to split with their 3 kids. What do you think about being rich coming from the womb, Erica?
Well, I don't know about other people's households, but I was always told that whatever my parents had was theirs, not ours. So I don't know if that's going to be the same philosophy, but I don't know. I obviously don't come from like a tremendous amount of money or means like that. But I always like look at some of my friends who did, because I think there's sometimes, not all the time, but I think that people need to have a purpose. Like you have to feel like there's something that you make go, if that makes sense. And I think sometimes when people have a lot of means and resources, if they're not given the tools to do that, it can be detrimental to like their mental health.
Yeah, we're talking about a different planet, billions and billions. I mean, like
literally a different world.
It is a different world. And so how do you take that world away from your kids, right? Jay-Z came up from Marcy Projects, right? The bottom, and built this empire. Even if he teaches his kids the same thing that he learned along the way and teaches them, and I'm not disparaging Jay-Z, I'm kind of putting myself in there. Why would I do that? I have no money at all. But what I'm saying is that even if you have your best intentions of listen, you got to fail, you got to do this, people are going to get on you. They live in this other bubble. They live in this other planet. It's going to be hard for them to instill that into their children just because of the world they live in.
Yeah, I mean, and it's weird, Jeff, as you were talking, I was listening to what you and Erica said. I'm like, maybe you don't want to instill that in them. We're talking about values that are germane to our life. Like, we're regular folks and we kind of interact like that. But let's be honest, Sam, they're going to be living in a different world. They're not going to be in general admission partying it up with us at some nightclub. They're going to be in a different world. So maybe the skill set that we're like, well, how are they going to learn that? Maybe that doesn't work for the world that they're going to be in. So maybe they need to have their own thing. Like, look, we're billionaire kids. We hang out with other billionaire kids.
No.
Sam,
Look,
I'm just telling you how human beings are going to roll, but talk to me.
No, I get it. I do think what you said is important, that they're going to have to develop a different skill set for their own world, because they are immersed in that world, right? But I also think, to the point of Jay-Z and Beyonce, they were very cognizant when they put their children in school. There's a school in Los Angeles that is private, yes, but it's very grounded, and they make sure that they bring in people from all different walks of socioeconomic life. And for Beyonce and Jay-Z to have that wherewithal to say, I want to make sure that my child sees things from all walks of life, I think that's the difference. Of course, you can help set them up, you can do things, but you also don't want to Erica's point, debilitate them where they don't have any hustle, where they don't have any respect for somebody that is coming up from the ground up. So I think there's a way to do it, and I think Beyonce and Jay-Z are definitely doing it the best they can.
I think a really great explanation from people who are actually in it and making those decisions was last year. Will Smith and Kevin Hart did this Father's Day roundtable, and they had a discussion about like instilling the values of their kid, or their values into their kids, but then recognizing that they didn't come up the same. So it's a really great discussion, and I hope they replay it for this Father's Day, or just look it up because it's the internet.
It's that easy.